My name is Mir Tajdar Hussain, former manager of Saudi Airlines. I was based in a place called Dhahran. I started off as the reservation manager, sales manager, and then the airport manager. I thought I could tell my students my journey with Saudi Airlines so that they could benefit and take care of the do's and don'ts of joining an airline. I was working for an IATA agency. IATA, as we all know, stands for International Air Transport Association, called Air Wings. That's when a friend of mine dropped into my office and said, "Taj, have you seen the newspaper today?" I said, "No." "Why? What does the news say?" That's when he mentioned that Saudi Arabian Airlines is coming into Bangalore and they would like to select 4 students for Saudi Arabian Airlines to be based in Dhahran. I said I was not interested. I wouldn't want to leave Bangalore, let alone leave the country. He suggested that why don't you attend the interviews for the fun of it? I said okay. He collected my profile, submitted it to Saudi Airlines, and then the calls for interviews started. I remember the first call for the interview. It was in a star hotel, and when I attended that interview, I saw a number of applicants who were already working for airlines like Lufthansa, British Airways, Singapore Airlines, Swiss Air, in their uniform. A total of 1,900 applicants. I said, where do I stand a chance? I was an infant at that stage in the aviation field. But at the back of my mind, the thought ran saying that I am going for the interview for the fun of it. 6 rounds of interviews were conducted, and for the final interview, I got a call on my landline. In those days, mobiles were not in existence, and the director of Saudi Airlines informed me that today was the final interview for the 25 applicants who were selected. I said I will not be able to make it because I was watching a cricket match between India and Pakistan. My brother-in-law, Mr. Syed Kirmani, was the wicketkeeper of the Indian team, and hence I didn't want to miss the match. The director of Saudi Airlines suggested that I could come for the interview, and he promised to conduct my interview first, and then I could come and see the match. I agreed, went for the interview, and there was a huge panel of very experienced airline personnel who were conducting the interview. After about 45 minutes of my interview, the chief advised the director of Saudi Airlines, please sign Mr. Tajdar Hussain who is a very potential boy. And that's when the director came out with the papers. Now, when one seeks employment out of the country, he has to sign a contract which gives the entire details of his employment, his salary, his accommodation, what all he is entitled to. The moment I got the contract, I said, I've come to the interview for the fun of it. I require time because I need to discuss it with my parents. I took 1 week's time, 2 days to inform my parents, and eventually my father called me and said, why would you like to leave Bangalore and then eventually India? I had thought of this question earlier, and I did say that we have to construct a house, and in order to do that, someone from the family will have to sacrifice, and I am willing to do the same. Very reluctantly, my dad said yes, and that is how my journey with Saudi Airlines started. Stayed with them for almost 10 years, passing through all stages. And my advice to the students is the main reasons for me to get into Saudi Airlines was because of my confidence, my communication, and grooming. You should keep this in mind whenever you go for interviews. And once you have these 3 qualities perfected, you will definitely be successful, and that is how you get into the aviation industry. Wish you all the best. Have a wonderful journey in the aviation field, and God bless.